Hey there, this is Darren Maralia, the GPO guy, and I'm here for SDM Software to show you the latest version of SDM's Change Manager for Group Policy 1.5. As you can see on the screen, Change Manager supports change control for both group policy and Intune Configuration Profiles, which is a new feature in 1.5. So let's go through an overview of how the product works. The product is web-based, so it can be accessed from anywhere. You have a number of product roles that you can define within the environment. As you can see here, I have Product Administrator, Break Glass, GPO Creator, and Auditor roles. These are global roles. I can also assign roles on a per object basis, whether it be a GPO, an Intune profile, or an AD container where GPOs are linked. And these editors and approver roles can be assigned to groups or users. The process of performing change control within the product is straightforward. I log in as an editor, and I have a set of objects that are associated to me. I can edit those objects, see the details on them, check them out, and perform change control operations on them. So as an editor of this GPO, I can go ahead and check out the GPO. Once the checkout process is complete, I have the option to edit settings on the GPO, edit any WMI filter that's linked to the GPO, and edit the delegation or the security filtering on the GPO. If I want to go ahead and edit settings on the GPO, I simply click Edit. It launches a GP editor, and just as you would with any group policy object, you can go in and make changes to the GPO. These changes are not being made against the production version of the GPO, and I'm going to go ahead and configure this particular setting. Go ahead and close it, come back into my interface, check in the GPO, and here I can require check-in comments. These comments are sent to the approver when the group policy object is checked in. Similarly, I can edit the status of group policy containers. I can check out a container, and this message that's popped up tells me that something has changed on that container since the last time I performed an operation on it. It allows me to either roll back to the production version of that container that I have in the product, or I can check it out and ignore the differences. And once checked out, I can edit the container, and I can link additional GPOs to it and enable those links or set them to enforced, or if they're existing links, delete them. I can also control block inheritance on the container, and I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And now I've made a change to a container. Now for Intune Profiles, the process is basically the same with the obvious exception that we're working against Intune. I'm going to come into an Intune profile that I'm an editor on. I'm going to check out that Intune profile change. I'm going to go ahead and edit settings on the Intune profile. You'll notice that I can also edit assignments and scope tags on the profile. Right now I'll just focus on settings. And what's happening is it's taken me to the Intune tenant portal on this particular profile. And I can go ahead and edit the configuration settings of that profile and add an additional administrative template setting. So I can come in here and enable this setting, and now I've saved that profile change, and I can go ahead and check in the change. Now I've performed checkout and change operations against GPOs, containers, and Intune profiles. I'm going to go ahead and log in as an approver so that you can see the process of approving changes that the editor just made. So here I have my America's Drive Mapping policy that's waiting for approval. The first thing I want to do as an approver is do a version difference on it. So I can view the differences on this current GPO that was just edited and compare them to the production version. And I see my DFS client change. I'm going to go ahead and confirm that that's the change that I want to approve. I can go ahead and approve it. and deploy it. And deployment can be either immediate or scheduled. Once the deployment completes, the change and the GPO are live in the environment. And the same holds true for containers. I can come into my engineering container, view the differences between what was checked in, and then go ahead and approve and deploy the change. For Intune Profiles, I can review the profile changes that were made as an approver, and it shows the setting that was added to this. I can then go ahead and approve it, and when I deploy the change, it will be pushed up to my Intune profile and will become the new profile for those users or devices that it's assigned to. So that's a summary of the features and functionality within Change Manager for Group Policy in Intune version 1.5. If you visit our website at stmsoftware.com and go to the Change Manager for Group Policy product page, you can either select a 30-day trial to download. You can contact us to get more information about pricing, licensing, and other details. Thanks for listening.